Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Nick.
I'm Jason. Hi.
And
I went hi real.
hi. And I've run 7 miles this week.
Oh hell yeah!
I want to start sharing a stat, like
Wait,
a weekly stat.
People are gonna tell me something's wrong with Jason's audio. Nothing is wrong with Jason's audio. There's just things wrong with Jason, which we fixed.
Our intro needs to be our weekly stat, which could be like how many dinners you served, how many miles you ran.
Oh, stat.
Stat. What's your weekly stat, Jason?
How many times did I vomit last? We had a little illness run through the house over Thanksgiving break, so I got fully down to race weight and ready to refill before Thanksgiving. Win.
Dude,
Pew,
all
pew.
by just getting some type of stomach
All by
virus.
getting some type of stomach virus or food poisoning or whatever, and just emptying it all out for a full day.
Now, it's interesting when you reach our age and our status as parents, when you say things like, oh man, I threw up a whole bunch, or the last night was a rough night, it's a totally different meaning.
Yes.
Than,
The rough night could have nothing to do with yourself.
Yeah, the rough night was not partying.
Yeah.
Partying does not happen except for parents. Parents are allowed to party on New Year's, and that is it.
No, yeah. You reach a point where, I discovered this a number of years ago. You reach the point where, like, yeah, I spent last night holding some girl's hair while she was throwing up all night. Very different context than what it may have been once upon a time.
Yeah.
when you have daughters.
Yeah, when you have a 5-year-old,
Yeah.
you gotta like be like, oh, you're
throwing up.
You're throwing up. Here we go.
Long hair. I'm gonna hold your
You're
hair.
like,
while you
oh, I'm
vomit."
sorry, you feel terrible. How
Yeah.
can I help?
Yep.
It's not good. It's gonna get better. You just gotta get it all out. The demons are inside you, kid. Get the demons
out.
out. So tonight's show,
We're in the holiday spirit, baby.
we are in it.
I'm
And
festive.
I pulled up to Jason's house, and it was decked.
Lit AF.
Holy cow! I was like,
yeah, baby.
I gotta keep up with the Joneses. I haven't put
Yeah.
one Christmas light up.
Bro.
One.
Killing me.
Okay, no, we did.
The
put the Christmas
disappointment is strong with this. Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
we did the Christmas tree this week. Now I guess
Are
I
you
have to hang lights.
Do you have a real Christmas tree or a
Fake one.
fake one?
Absolutely.
Set it up and ready to go.
Dude, that
Absolutely.
that has saved us. Your return on investment
Sure.
is like $300 or $400 by now, because we've had it for a couple of years.
Yeah, but that's a cost that's being expended in your children's disappointment as well. So
They're 2.5 and 5. They're like, real tree? Like, oh, it's green and has feathery
there'll be a
things.
point where they'll be like, people cut down real trees for this? What is wrong with
What do you
them?
have? We just have one we set up every year. It goes
We
in the
own it
basement.
already. Like, why would you go get one? That's insanity. Yeah,
It is the Christmas spirit, and every year something happens. The marketers, the people get out there
yeah.
and they are ready to sell. And they
Sell,
want to
baby,
make
sell, baby, sell, baby,
sell. And they want to make lists. And every year I get served up multiple
Yeah, you get
lists.
served.
Up the top 10
Top this,
top 10
that.
list of gifts for cyclists, and then you click on it because you're like, what do cyclists like?
What do they like? What
What
do they
do they-
need? What do they want?
What is their desires?
Yes.
And you look, and it's usually pretty terrible. There might be like 2 things you're like, that's kind of useful, and then the rest is just garbage, or just like weird. Like you're telling people to buy. Okay, rewind machine to rewind
Okay.
to people are into cycling. It's a niche thing.
Yeah.
There's also niches within the niche. You got mountain biking, you got gravel biking, you got road biking, you got triathletes, you got BMX, you got downhill mountain biking. You got all of these different niches of cycling. So it can be hard to shop for the cyclist. And that's why these kind of generic lists are usually pretty terrible.
And what is really great about some of these lists is they come from interesting sources sometimes.
China.
No, well,
okay.
maybe. I mean, everything
we
comes
don't
from
know.
China, right? Except for a bunch of metals that apparently they're not shipping to us anymore.
70% of the cycling industry.
Right. Some of the places that publish these lists, we have two tonight that we found. We have more, but there were two that we found that shocked me that these two places actually cared to give a damn about putting together this list. Okay, one of the places that put together a list of gifts for cyclists is the New York Times.
Ooh.
They have a sub thing, part of their company called Wirecutter.
Ski boots?
Ski boots.
Curtis Cole says ski boots.
Is a terrible gift for a cyclist.
Yeah.
You don't want to promote that.
Also, not every
don't wanna-
cyclist lives in Colorado or a place where they're skiing.
True. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And it's generally not advised to sort of promote that behavior anywhere.
Yeah. Ski boots on a bike are dangerous.
Yes, and cyclists are already bad at spending money ridiculously. You don't want to
Yeah.
interest them in another activity that's going to make them want to spend more stupid money, because then they're not going to have money to spend on their bikes. So don't buy them ski stuff, because that's going to distract them from what's most important.
It's cycling.
Yes.
And
So the New York Times was one place that decided that they needed to put together a, like, what other, okay, the other place was Forbes magazine. So my question for this,
Nope, Tim DaCosta. Hold on.
he's supposed to be here,
Yeah.
not there. What is going on?
Hey, we're live on the
Sorry.
show.
Tim's supposed to join us.
It's live.
Again, he was our
Hello?
Special
Oh,
guest
my
once.
headphones are on. All right, I'll call you later. Bye.
That was embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
Just text,
Text next time.
because we'll
I
definitely
should have
read
put it on
text.
speakerphone.
We'll definitely yeah, you could do that.
Hold on.
Anyway, Forbes, and the
Forbes.
New York Times.
Real big in cycling.
My thoughts are like, what other like weird subgroups are they? I didn't look. I should look. Are they putting out gift idea lists for?
And it's like,
Are they like, here's a gift list for the pickleballer in your life?
hey, knitting enthusiasts.
All right, what do you need?
Top 5 yarns for those knitting
Yeah,
enthusiasts.
top 5 Warhammer 40K gifts. Well, here we go. I don't see any of this stuff coming from them. You should be. Curtis says you should be. She Forbes list for top 50 hip hoppers. What is? You should be Forbes.
For hip hoppers.
Hey, Tim wants you to answer your phone
Oh.
right now on air. I think he wants to be on air. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to
Oh, we're going low tech, high tech.
see what Tim wants to do live on air here, because
Let's see.
he's
Well, let's-
there, but he wants to be here. And this is, guys, we're pushing the
High-tech.
boundaries of what our technology can do here.
High tech, low tech. I take my mic.
So Tim,
Hi.
All right, we're live on air.
Oh, I'm live. Yeah.
This is live.
this is live. This better be worth it.
Straight from
Hey, what? Yeah, what am I calling in about it again?
worst.
Wait.
What is the worst cycling gift you've ever gotten? Is question
Oh, the
number
worst.
1.
Okay. You want me to go now?
Yeah, you're on the.
Yeah,
you're
go.
on air
Everybody,
right now.
everybody's waiting for you.
Yeah.
I'm glad my mom doesn't watch this show, but probably the worst one that my mom got me this T-shirt because she like saw that I like jumped bikes or something like years ago, and was like, it's this T-shirt and it's got this cheesy like graphic on it and it says I do my own stunts.
I'm
Ooh.
familiar with this kind of shirt. I also have received a similar shirt with a very generic image on it, and it said social distancing before it was cool.
Yeah, that's a dad shirt. All right, Tim, have you ever gone to Forbes or the New York Times to purchase a cycling gift?
Or to research information for what to buy anybody for anything.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Are you guys on Forbes right now?
Yeah, Forbes just released the top 10 cycling
12.
gifts.
12.
Top 12 best cycling gifts or gifts for cyclists.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
No, it's terrible. If you turn the show on your end, you'll see we're about to show. Let's show number 1. Let's get this going.
All right, let's just get to it. Top Forbes magazine for number 1 gift. You should get the cyclist in your life. We're gonna show it to you right now.
Here it is.
It's gonna only set you back cool.
Is it $12,000?
It is a
It's a
$30,000 e-bike.
$30,000.
You were just wondering what you should get the cyclist in your life. Perhaps they were maybe just looking to spruce things up, around the house a little bit and get a little nicer e-bike. Well, what's nicer than spending $29,995 on an e-bike?
On a downhill, motorized e-bike. It's got. It's got a dual crown fork.
We could go to the specs on the item.
Oh, there it is.
Available for pre-order, which means this thing doesn't even fucking exist in real life. It's got LED lights on the bottom of it, like it's a fucking jacked up.
It looks like a single pivot
Ram
design
2500.
with a 1,000-watt. Is it a 1,000-watt motor? Because that's a big hub.
Well, let's get into the details. It features unrivaled performance with 10,500 watts of power,
10,000.
80 mile per hour top speed, and up to a.
It's a motorcycle.
It's beyond a motorcycle. It has like bike component like brakes on it, and I think and pedals, and that's the only thing that they think sets it up as it's got a RockShox Reverb seat post on it and a rear-facing camera.
That, like, normal people? Is there anything that like normal people can afford in
This is normal. What world do you live in? All
This
my
is
friends.
Forbes,
This
dude.
is everybody.
This is Forbes. This is their top 12
top 12. Top 12. We're starting
gifts
at
for
30
cyclists.
grand.
And their number 1 on the list is a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Was there
Which
anything else
basically
that
is
you
like,
on the list?
it's the hint. It's like, hey, I know you're a cyclist, but you need to not be a cyclist. Could
Maybe
you
if
please be a little bit
Do
more
you
like
guys
a
have any other good
motorcyclist?
questions for me?
That's it. We're gonna leave our correspondent in the field, Tim DeCosta.
Oh,
Everybody,
we need your address. I need your address to send this thing to.
Yeah, we're sending you a little motorcycle gift, dude. I got a bonus for my stocks.
The old dividend.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me call in. I'm so stoked. I love the show.
Yeah.
Big fan of you guys. Thank you guys so much. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing the Lord's work, really.
Aw, thanks, bud.
All right. Thanks, Tim, for calling in.
All right, so
So,
$29,000 gets you an 80 mile per hour motorcycle
Death Machine,
death machine.
which looks like a blast. Don't get me wrong. Like,
No, yeah, I will preface all this with this motorcycles, e-bikes like this shit looks and I'm sure is fun. This is not a gift for a cyclist.
this isn't something you just pick
All right?
up.
If this is a gift for anyone, it's for, like, your buddy's already got a couple of Raptors and TRXs in the garage, and he needs something like when they're, this next summer when they're hanging out around the glamping grounds.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's drinking a little
everyone's
bit.
drinking a little bit, and you want to start peeling out in something, but you don't want to fire up the dirt bikes.
Wake
Boom.
up the kids.
Exactly.
Wake up the kids.
It
You've
doesn't
been
make-
drinking. You want at least 8 inches of travel because you're a little intoxicated.
Yeah,
And,
but you don't need the thing to weigh, the same weight as like a full motorcycle.
Yeah,
a
and you
little
want it to be
lighter.
quiet.
You need to be
Keep
quieter,
it quiet for the kids.
a little accessible, maybe for some of the non-motorcycle oriented people. Boom.
I don't
here
know.
you
Maybe
go.
it's making more sense that the number 1 on the Forbes top list here is essentially a motorcycle.
Get after it.
I feel like there's some hinting there, like a political, little-
Okay, we've made some jokes, but we need to be serious for a second.
Yes,
because
this is the worst gift you can get for
Don't
a
buy
cycle.
this for anyone ever. If you have 30 fucking grand to sit around and piss away on, there's so many better things than to be like, I'm going to order this death machine. This is how Simon Cowell broke his back. Not this exact machine, but a very similar device.
Yeah.
So, we're done. But,
Next on the list.
well, I mean, if we're...
let's run through this really
Let's
quick.
stick with the Forbes folks, and I'm sure they're level-headed. Obviously, they're going to throw they're gonna throw you a biggie out the gate because they're Forbes and they need to get everybody's attention, right? So if
Let's
you're not
go
gonna
big.
spend 30 grand on
Okay, let's
on a
wind it in.
thing, why not spend 150 grand or 100 $150 on a mediocre bike shirt?
Yeah, it's got a zipper.
A boring color.
Comes in maroon
Yeah.
or forest
So, yeah,
green because you don't want to just be too crazy out
which
there.
I feel like kind of bad for shitting on it. It's not a bad looking jersey.
It's a
Primal's a
jersey.
local company.
Yeah.
It's better than some of the stuff they've made in the past. But it's $150. It's fine. It's not.
So that was product number 11.
When it comes to cycle clothing, don't buy cycle clothing for your cyclist in your life.
Yes.
Let them make that choice. They have preferences about their style. They know fit. Fit can be different from company to company. They've probably tried a few things from different companies and they know what might not work. I actually don't like the fit of Primal so much for my body. Okay, so I don't wear it. I don't wear any Primal. Not because they're a bad company, but because their stuff doesn't fit me so well.
Dude, cycling apparel is also really weird because a lot of it is influenced from European.
Yeah.
And like
Europeans are different than us.
they're different. They're smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Like an American wears like a triple XL. Like we're just bigger people apparently. What do you wear?
Small.
Like I wear a double XL and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Like when I've gone to buy bibs, the only 2 times I've ever bought bibs because I don't wear a lot of cycling shorts and stuff. I just wear jeans. It's called sandpaper.
Yeah, baby.
It's called a callus for a
You
reason.
got plenty of them.
Yeah. And I've had to get double XL.
I'm small to medium. Usually smalls in shirts. I like them, especially cycling. You gotta look fit. You gotta look strong.
Tight.
It's the only way small guys can.
I might be down to an XL right now.
Bibs is always this is where it actually. This is gonna get super boring for people who give any shit about our show. We're just talking about how clothes fit us, and this is boring. But I'm just gonna finish this thought, and then we'll move on. Bibs are tough for me because I have a long torso, short legs.
Oh,
So then,
custom.
but I'm not very big in the roundness. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll buy smalls, which generally fit well in the length of the short, but then they'll be tight over my shoulders this way if it's a bib. If I go with a medium, they'll be good this way, but then the short part starts coming down toward my knees.
Oh, you get noodly?
Yeah,
Like
it flaps.
uncircumcised?
A little open flappiness, and that is not okay. So we're just establishing the point that you, whoever you are, should not be buying clothing of a cycling nature for other people.
Plus, if it's like grandma buying something, you like buying a road jersey for their grandson who downhill mountain bikes.
Unless they're a mountain biker and all they wear is cotton t-shirts, fine.
Or BMXer. Black V-neck.
Which
done.
guess what? Cotton t-shirts are fine for biking.
Yeah, I've made
You
it.
don't have to wear.
I usually ride
You don't
this.
have to wear dinosaur material shirts to ride bikes.
Yeah.
You can wear other things. It's fine.
Okay, next thing on the list. Forbes top
From
12.
Forbes, we're going to the headphones that talk to your ear bones
Okay,
or something.
I personally...
Shocks Open Run Pro 2 headphones. Shocks with a Z.
Okay. Shocks.
Shocks.
Guess what, guys? I have these. This exact brand
right
right
there?
here. I wear them and use them all the time. They are awesome. They're incredible for everything.
God, you're such a salesy guy.
But cycling. They're terrible for cycling. I use these at least every day, essentially. I use these. But when you go for a ride and you use these are bone conductive, so they sit right here, and so your ears are open and you can hear stuff. I love the concept for cycling because
Different kind of bone. Okay.
yeah, bone zone. I love the concept because you're
Yes.
like, oh, I can listen to music, I can ride, but I can also hear when people are passing and stuff's happening.
And I don't have to blast my Bluetooth for
Yeah.
everybody else because I listen to shitty music.
So I love the product. I don't want to badmouth the product. I use it every day, But then when you go over about 12 miles an hour on your bicycle, all you hear is wind. And you have them turned all the way up. So,
Kind of like that. So no, don't buy these.
don't buy them. Like, for cycling. I actually work, doing stuff around the house. You got kids. You got to listen. You got to have your ears ready. They're awesome. Buy them for that. For cycling, you're going to hear just wind noise. So,
Moving on. Well,
Bummer.
yes, don't buy them.
bummer.
Moving on. Things maybe you shouldn't buy are generally things that sort of start to cross over into the intimate area. Nothing says, "Hey, buddy, I care about you," like buying a stick of Cycloglide anti-saddle sore balm
Can I
for
call
your
it?
buddy. You give these out at the office gift exchange. Like, hey, I heard you ride your bike into work. I care about your underside a lot. Please enjoy this gift. Don't do this. It's just, if you buy this for someone else, all you are doing is admitting that you've been thoughtful about their undercarriage, which that either says a lot about your relationship or too much about you.
Dude, it's grundle wax.
It's
Like,
not. It's not your business.
I could see a husband and wife scenario. You're getting something for your significant other. You're like, I've been noticing your grundle's a little chafed.
Yeah, this is
So,
the stuff that should show up at your house in a brown box.
What's this for?
Like,
I
know that.
Oh yeah.
So
I will say they have marketed it pretty well as anti-saddle sore balm,
balm.
not grundle wax.
I mean, grundle wax is a better. This is a good name. There needs to be a version out there for the unsavory folks. Okay.
Grundle wax.
Don't buy it. Don't buy other people grundle wax. That's
Inappropriate.
That's their business. It's not a. It's fine. I need to also back up a bit. I don't want to communicate too much that we're against these items within themselves, just as gifts for other people. That's all I'm saying. I don't know anything about this product. Never tried it, but don't buy it for someone
It
else.
might actually be a good product, but it's also a weird product to buy your bro. I'm like, Jeff Young. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, I was thinking about your grundle side the
Yeah.
other day and thought it might use a little tender care.
Need a little,
Let me know if you need it applied.
yeah. Let me help you out, buddy.
I'll help you out. No.
In the parking lot of Apex.
Just bros helping bros. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong. Oh, what's next?
Well, Forbes, Trek makes a Bluetooth speaker. I don't understand it. It's a Bluetooth speaker, but they claim it's supposed to be for directions.
Okay, for maps?
Or it's a digital bike bell. I don't know how it works. I don't want to look into it. It just combines way too many things. This is where I'm going to say this item in itself just is ridiculous and doesn't need to exist. You can have a bike bell on its own, and you can have some other thing to hear what's on your phone. You don't need these together on your handlebar.
Dude, you know what this is?
I don't.
Gen Z designers. They're starting to design stuff. This is Gen Z. Yep, now it's millennials.
There's probably an app that goes with it. Here, download here's the Bell Beat Boxer bike
Dude.
bitch thing.
Bitch thing.
And
I don't like
download our app, which is really just there to follow you. Yeah, we know we're being followed anyway. Trek doesn't need to follow me.
Dude, I need 42 apps for my bike.
Yeah,
I need another
more
thing
apps. I
with
need another
another
one.
app. So Trek can understand my buying habits.
Right.
Moving
on. Priority Bicycles, which is a cheap bike company, they sell a reflective.
If cyclists were worried about
Hanger.
looking dorky,
Which most of them aren't worried about it.
yeah, most of them,
They're perfectly fine
it's
with it.
totally comfortable with it.
We've accepted it. Most of us are fine. But if there was any thought that you thought you might look dorky,
Well, we have the next product for you.
We can insure this for you. Might as well hang a reflective chunk of
At first,
cartoonish pizza off the back of your fucking bike.
cartoon pizza.
Like what?
Where does it go? I actually didn't read this article.
I read that it dangles off your saddle rails. So you got these little loops.
Oh, pizza. Like, is this for adults?
Sure.
Sure.
Don't buy it.
Don't.
Also partly because like this, if you buy this for someone else, you have to know them really well, and know that this is like 100% what they're into. Because this isn't gray zone kind of gift buying here.
Dude, I heard Jeff Young is into the pizza slice.
He's into the reflective cartoon pizza.
Reflective cartoon pizza wedge. For your safety. I was actually kind of confused. Like, just at first glance, I was like, do you put it over your shoulder and there's a pizza on your back? Like, I didn't know. I was just a reflective pizza wedge.
Yeah, good. Hangs off.
What's next? Reflective cow or reflective burger?
Hold on, I'm catching up. Whoa, boy. Don't buy me. I used it for a second there. Great. No distortion above 21. Curtis says he uses these and they're great. Curtis.
What?
Disagree.
Disagrees. All I get is wind noise. Are my
dad
ears
bought me the
bigger?
loudest cycling horn as a gift. My dad owns it.
Are you sure that's not kilometers per hour, Curtis?
Probably.
That's my question. Yeah, he went metric system,
Probably.
dude. Because that's like 12 miles an hour. You're right at the threshold.
All right. Well, sticking with the great Forbes magazine, Air Pro portable air compressor. Portable just means this thing's huge. It looks like it's portable. Just means you can put it in your car.
No, it's actually hand size, I think. I think it's like...
How big is this thing?
I think it's about... The ones I've seen... So this is a
It
product...
doubles as a flashlight and a power bank. So it's got a battery in it. Congratulations. You made something interesting.
Everything you own has a battery in it.
Yeah. Anything can be a power bank.
The ones I've seen are about like...
It says it makes it well worth the real estate in your saddlebag. Hold on.
It fits in your
All right.
saddlebag.
How big is this thing? Got to give you a sec. You got to talk. I got to find out how big is this thing. Because I have to know how big the saddlebag is that...
No, they're about fist size. They're not huge. Like
Fists come in different sizes. Trust me.
Who are you fisting?
Trust me.
Whose fists are you dealing with, dude?
I need technical specifications. It is... This does not tell me the size. They don't show any photos like next to a fist, so that we know how big
we
it
have
is.
no like put a quarter.
Maybe
in
this
there
one's.
in the picture.
I need some.
We don't have any.
I need some water displacement numbers.
Apparently, if
Product
you drop an
detail.
ice cube in the water, though, it doesn't displace.
Okay, this thing is probably smaller than I initially thought.
Dude, it's
it's
not
a portable
that
air
big.
compressor, power bank, and flashlight.
Has anyone used one?
It's
Because
$100.
this has been a product that has gotten a lot of airplay. I've seen on multiple YouTube channels doing research for this. There's different brands. They're a little portable pump. Like, does it actually pump to 100 psi? You most likely can't set a tubeless. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I think you can program it to automatically load like one of your favorite like TV shows off of Netflix or whatever, because it's gonna take that long. You're just gonna sit there and go, and then you just look, Arrested Development's on. Cool.
Let's watch.
I'm just gonna watch this while my 700 by 28 tire pumps up, in 37 minutes. I don't know. I'm.
It might be amazing,
Might be.
but it also might be a total hunk of crap.
This is
I have
where
to try one. We have to try it.
I know. This is where our show fails in journalistic integrity, because we are real eager to shit on everything, but not so eager to actually try it.
That's
You're
because
not getting product reviews here. You're just getting
I have a pump.
impressions and vibes, man. We're living off of vibes, baby.
Everything has a battery and everything needs an app, and it gets annoying to have 50
Bike
apps.
tires pump up just fine with a regular pump. We don't
You go
know.
psst, psst, psst.
It's taken the same amount of time for as long as portable bike pumps have existed, right? That
take
hasn't
another
changed.
look at this.
Everybody wants to, and they made them smaller. They made them narrower. They made them with like double action. But it's going to take you a few minutes. You have a flat on the side of the road on the trail. You're going to have to spend some time pumping it up. What is this going to save you? Your wallet is $100 lighter, so there's that.
Yeah. Awkwardly pushing and breaking
Well,
off
yeah,
the valve stem.
But yeah, the joy of
tip of
doing
your-
this on the trail side and people walking by and wondering what's going on is priceless.
That's cycling, buddy.
It's true. All right, well, don't
Let's
buy
move
it.
on. Let's move on.
Get golden snack bars.
right,
Every
nutritional.
cyclist needs fuel for their ride. These snack bars from Get Golden deliver a perfect energy boost. Sans the dubious ingredients and gobs of refined sugar found in typical bars. Don't buy food for your cyclist friends.
I like if you just say for your cyclist, like it's your pet.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Don't buy this for your cyclist.
They know what they like and enjoy.
Yeah, like
Dude,
dude.
what else do you buy food for people as a gift? It's usually as a treat.
I bought you.
buy chocolates.
I got you
buy
a kielbasa.
Yeah.
I said Jason needs a kielbasa in his life.
Yeah.
I've got him a
In my
nice
life.
Polish kielbasa and some pierogies.
Yeah.
So you grow strong.
Exactly. Strong. Like,
Na zdrowie.
yeah. All right, don't buy it. All right.
So that's that.
sunglasses. They want you to buy sunglasses from Smith. That's fine. They're fine. Whatever.
Sunglasses.
More hydration. Don't buy food. Don't drive. Most cyclists, if they're a cyclist who actually has a hydration need, right, that you would be buying for, they probably know what they like and what works for them. Don't go be like, hey, yeah, I saw this on fucking Shark Tank, and I thought maybe you'd like to go on a bike ride with it and, shit your chamois 30 minutes down the road because it did something to you. It's an experiment. It's an experiment. We're going to find out what this does to your body when you decide you want to go for an
Did you have like a great aunt buy you like something and you shit your pants on a ride?
No,
Full disclosure.
I have not had, actually, the instances that I have with bad food and hydration stuff on ride usually end up being vomit oriented rather than the other, which is better. It's easier to work with.
Yes.
I'm more thankful for that. But that's not everybody. Some people have it go the other way, and you can't just throw random food ideas at people for exercise. It doesn't work.
Here, try this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's
Will it work?
Give it a go. Let's find out. Does this make you shit? Well, we're gonna see.
Ooh, next.
This one I'm okay with. It's a stainless steel water bottle.
Ooh, let's take a look. Let's see what.
They are expensive. They're $50 a piece. They're insulated.
Insulated. It
Big-ish. They come in colors.
keeps cold things cold, hot
But they're
things
stainless
hot.
steel. So they're not, your typical plastic. I don't own one. I'm curious about it. The outside is silicone, so it's grippy and not noisy. It's not rattling around, I assume.
Don't want to rattle.
Ooh,
Buy stuff. Join the ride.
This is the sort of thing where I would say, yeah, give it a go. Because the cyclist can use it and either like it or not like it, and it's not a big deal. All right, wait a minute. Their engineer worked at NASA. Don't care.
What did the engineer do at NASA? Because, like,
There's a lot of jobs.
Like-
There's a lot of jobs at NASA.
What if that engineer was just, like, the sewage system? Which, like, I don't want to downplay, but,
Very
like,
important.
Very important. You got to deal with the
I
poop.
got a sneeze coming. I don't know
Oh,
if
here it comes. He's sneezing.
Woo! There might be more than one. I usually sneeze in threes. Woo! All right, we controlled it. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, but water bottles are a soulless gift. They're just like, I guess you need to drink something on your ride. Here's
Here's an expensive
fucking
one.
water bottle.
I spent a lot on that one. Says I spent a lot on this one.
I spent a lot on.
I spent a lot on not thinking about what you need about. I spent a lot on not thinking about your grundle.
Dude, I feel like that's like right up there with like maybe a Cheesecake Factory gift card.
The
Like,
water bottle.
Yeah, like
fair enough.
here's a water bottle. Here's a freaking gift card.
You're loosely interested in what this provides for you.
TGI McFunsters. Go get a sampler with potato wedges and some fried cheese.
All right, Forbes' last item.
Ooh.
Remember.
Drum roll.
Remember, of all the things in all the cycling world that are available on the entirety of the internet and in all stores, Forbes has said
This is number
this
one.
it's of the top 12.
The top 12 things you should buy for a cyclist.
This very specific book, The Art of Suffering,
Ooh.
capturing the beauty, the brutal beauty of road cycling. I don't know what's in this book. I assume it's lots of pictures of cyclists laying on the ground looking decimated after having performed beyond what their body should have for a paycheck and other people's entertainment.
All right. There we go.
And this is what you should tell other people they should be reading and looking at.
Let me guess how this goes. There was a cyclist. They had a big ride to do. They had to train. Then they had to do the ride. It was really hard. They almost didn't make it. Oh, hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, we got some excerpts. Oh, look, it's tired John Degenkolb in the showers of Roubaix.
Yep. It was
It's a tired Matthew van der Poel who has experienced a crash. He is artfully suffering. He's not suffering as a mere peasant. He is suffering as an artiste.
Well, as you can see, the
Very, very
photographer
perfectly torn jersey.
through the bike wheel
Through the bike wheel.
is for death.
A little bit of, we see his skin, we see his muscle, we see a little blood.
Not too
Artfully
much, though.
done.
Tastefully.
In other sports, it's the loser who suffers most. In cycling, it's the winner. Doesn't that just make you want to ride bikes?
Wait a second. Say that again.
In other sports, it's
Yeah.
the loser who suffers most. In cycling, it's the winner.
I don't know if I agree with that.
No, it's
You're trying too hard.
yeah, it's a lot of.
I don't know, dude. Like,
There's a bike rider who's gonna, breathe, get dust stuck in his lungs for the rest of his life because he had to ride next to a motorcycle
you
for
played
150
basketball?
miles.
Basketball is incredibly taxing cardiovascularly.
But that's it. You don't have to play basketball like in traffic.
Oh, that's true. But, like, you could also go to a bike track. You go to a velodrome. You could go to other places. But, like,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a little over-embellishing that, the cyclist, blah. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, dude, sports are sports. They're hard, especially
Yeah,
the better you get, the more competition,
Yeah.
the better the competition. It's sports.
Yes. It's an interesting book. The thing is, Forbes is like, of everything, get this one book that just shows how kind of like
Brutal.
how shitty the extreme end of our sport is. Cool.
Do you
Like,
think it's
so you're a biker? Yeah. Look, this is what I emulate. Those people look like they're having the worst day of their life. No, it's the best day of their life.
Is this the equivalent to The Passion?
The passion. Yeah, right.
Mel Gibson's like, it's terrible.
It's terrible,
It's
but it's
brutal.
beautiful.
He's just being beaten constantly for like
This is art.
hours. Oh.
On the subject of books, don't buy books for your cyclist friend. I don't think cyclists are readers. That's why we ride bikes. We don't want to read books.
I'm a podcast, like, if there's an audio book,
You put your shitty
put-
skull bone things on your
I put
on your head and
my bone
and try to
rattlers
listen
on.
to something.
Which, I don't know how Curtis is wearing this and riding 20 plus miles an hour. I want to know the
Curtis
secret.
doesn't go 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, I don't think that's the truth. Like, the other thing is, like, unless you're ripping down a mountain, road biking,
Tyler has one of those water bottles, by the way.
oh,
He said they are decent.
they're decent. I
That's
like
about
a good.
that's about what I would have expected someone to
Is
say.
that 4.5 stars?
Oh, what do you think about that $50 water bottle? It's decent. Decent.
I wish there was a sound effect for ratings, so you just be like, "It's fucking awesome."
Yeah. Well, that was Forbes.
That was
What time
Forbes.
is it? 8:41.
8:41.
What did the New York Times say? They have 30, so we're not going to spend as much time. We're
Jesus
just going to blast. They put 30 things together from Wirecutter.
Who's that?
I don't know what Wirecutter means. It has something to do with like not having cable TV anymore.
Oh, okay.
How they get from don't have cable TV to like ride bikes, I don't know. Well,
I thought it does that have to do with wireless shifting?
Yeah, tangentially, yes. All right,
Oh.
30 best gifts for cyclists. We're gonna start out with
Where are we going to start this? This is
a bike pump with a big gauge. Fine, that's fine. Actually, Lizine makes.
okay, let me tell you how this goes. Pumps, seat bag, lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we're gonna go.
Did I ruin the floor?
Well, now we got a light.
Oh, there's a light. Ooh.
Oh, indoor trainer.
Indoor trainer.
Here's the problem with indoor trainers. These motherfuckers are expensive nowadays. You can spend like $1,200 on one
Yeah.
because it's smart and it, you know,
And then you have to have another app
you have
that
another
spies
app.
on you.
Yeah, it spies
Like,
on you.
thank God.
And then you can buy another subscription to something else. A lock. Don't buy locks.
Is that
Especially
a braided?
don't buy locks that you've never heard of. Like, oh, here's a lock that like just finished their Kickstarter. Maybe you should give it a go. Don't do that.
Braided cable locks. If you actually care about your bike, don't buy a braided cable lock.
Water-
because you can cut through it with like a basic cable cutter.
Water bottles. These are
Yep.
same thing.
More
They
water
actually
bottles.
have the metal one on here too.
There's a little bit of a theme.
Apron.
That's weird. That is for bike mechanics. That's not an average bike.
A rugged apron. Nobody needs
Ooh.
$100. What is this thing?
Does it have leather
Yeah, it's
trim?
$100.
There-
It's fine.
Like a lot of these lists.
Warm gloves, heated gloves, actually fine. Yeah.
Alright.
Buy someone some heated gloves, see how it goes. No big deal. But they're $240.
And there's an Amazon link directly, so then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
make
so
a
big spread.
commission off
Handlebar bag, so you know it's $75, so they can put extra things in a handlebar bag. $30
that.
socks.
Socks.
Fancy wrenches. Okay, could we not refer to a quality tool as a fancy thing?
It's
So they list the I don't know how you pronounce it. Vera. It's German.
yeah.
Hex wrench set. These are very good hex wrenches.
most
I
premium.
use most premium. I use them day in day out. They call them fancy because they have these colorful fucking
Fancy.
sleeves on them. They're not fancy. They're a quality tool from a quality German tool manufacturer. They're a good item, but they're trying to sell it off as a fancy thing. Okay, moving on.
What is that? It's in French.
Soap.
Okay. That's also a weird gift to give to somebody.
Again,
I think
lots
they're
of
like-
obsession with the grundle going on with people are concerned about cyclists' undercarriage a lot. People are very concerned generally about bike rider undercarriage.
Mm.
Even if you're at the office and you're like, yeah, you ride your bike anywhere, people are often like, doesn't your bottom hurt?
Yeah.
All that. People ask. Cyclists get asked more about their undercarriage than porn stars. I don't know.
Dude. Yeah, you sit on a saddle. Okay. Here's the deal.
What's the deal, bud?
This is for the maybe somebody who doesn't ride bikes that's watching this. You ride, it's uncomfortable. You build your callus up. You get these big nodules that on your butt.
Nodules.
Calloused.
Yeah.
Calloused
Big
flesh.
Softball sized.
Yeah.
Nodules.
Just like calluses on your hand. You get them right
but
on
they're
your butt,
big.
dude.
They're huge.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
meaty.
They're hard.
Yeah.
Crusty.
They're like bunions, dude, on your butt.
Exactly.
Uh,
Oh, Jeff needs to know it's cool if you buy your wife an apron, right? Yes.
That's not sexist.
Ne-
But if you buy a guy an apron, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, don't make it watch. What do you
Yeah.
buy me an apron for? You want me to make you a meal?
Okay,
You
here's
want me
the
to make
thing.
you a meal? Yes, I want you to make me a meal.
Fix my bike.
No, you can only buy a guy an apron if it says something like Grill Master on it.
It has to have a grill. That's
Yeah.
acceptable, socially acceptable
Right.
in America.
Uh,
Whoa, look what's happening.
we go into the Matrix?
Yep,
Oh, nice.
because it's projecting what's on your screen on the screen.
Sorry, we do a lot of projection around here.
Dude, okay, so one thing about wearing aprons when you are in the cycling industry, you go on your lunch break, you forget to take your apron off and you
Yeah.
go to the grocery store, people will start to ask you where certain items are or to get things off of shelves. So also another thing about aprons is if a man wears an apron to a store, now you are obligated to assist people.
What if a man is in his front yard wearing an apron and rubber gloves?
He's murdered someone.
Because that happens a
murdered.
lot with me.
Really? Are you the next Dexter?
Well, because I'll be working. Apron, gloves. I'll go check the mail. I'll move a water sprinkler or go pick something up. So I like to go out in the front yard. Sometimes I just go stand out there and watch traffic go by in an apron and rubber
No
gloves
pants on?
It's always questionable. Yeah.
Oh.
New York
So,
Times.
New York Times. So these are the lists. Like every year these come out. These like kind of like
Yeah,
generic
it's just trash. More
content.
Bell.
These companies come out and it's like seat bag and then
Blah, blah, yeah.
electric bike pump and it's just like come on. Oh, can you look up the Aero inflatable backpack? Yeah, I sent it to you in a message. I found one of the most gimmicky things I've ever seen. Another big point I want to make is one thing that gets marketed to cyclists yeah, is aerodynamics. You got to be aero. Okay, guys, you ready for this? This is the hottest aero item on the market.
If you're going to buy anything for your cyclist friend,
Yep.
it has to be something guaranteed to
Can you
give
make that bigger?
to make them faster.
Can you double click, see if it gets bigger? We want to maximize your viewing.
Give it a
Okay, I
sec.
think that's our max.
Hold on.
We're gonna. Oh, okay, guys, here it comes. So I found this. I got advertised by this on Facebook. A video ad showing people riding this product. It's an Aero product. It's gonna make you faster.
Yep.
It's gonna make you more efficient. Okay, ready for this? Here it goes.
Boom.
Kabam!
Guaranteed speed. If you want to buy anything for your cyclist friend, like if you could just like box up speed in a box and give it to them, this would be it.
Yeah.
It would be this item.
This is like the Tesla of aerodynamics.
It's 100%.
This
This
is-
is the sweet love child of Tesla and F1
Yeah.
right here. Just
Your
free
drag,
for your like drag reduction consumption.
drag coefficient's going to go down by 23%.
Yeah, you're gonna lose like 7 coefficients.
Yeah, you're going to be so coefficient that your co-host will be like, damn.
Yeah, your codependent co-host is gonna
You're
be
like,
coefficient with you.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Yeah. Now, do you think we could use this for gravel?
Absolutely. Gravel is where aerodynamics are most important because you don't have a team with you for the drafting benefits.
Merry men?
Yes, you don't have your merry men, your band of merry men. So you need to acquire as much benefits as you can, and this will do it.
Dude, so that's another thing is aerodynamic stuff as gifts.
It is another thing.
It's another thing.
Buy it.
Don't buy it.
Oh yeah.
If I catch you on the Cherry
Roughly,
Creek Trail,
so far we have come up with don't buy anything for your cyclist friend, or don't buy cycling-oriented things.
now what about tchotchkes with funny sayings on them? Did we? I think we covered that a
A
little
little
bit.
bit with the T-shirts, which
Yeah.
was what was Tim's T-shirt?
Something about doing stunts. I do my
Oh, I
own
do my own
stunts.
stunts. That one's good. Mine was, social distancing before it was cool. And the thing is, when I got that, the people who gave it to me explained that it was like, Yeah, whenever we're together as a family, he just leaves on his bike for several hours all by himself. And I'm like, that's cyclists. Yeah. That's what they all do. We don't need to make. Anyway.
Yeah, you gotta go exercise a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotta feel the wind.
We gotta feel alive for a fucking second. That's all.
Oh, dude, Jeff says maybe he can get top 10 at Apex. If you buy the backpack through our link that pays us money, you'll do much better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Link in the description. Actually, there's no link.
Hit that now.
There's barely a description in our description.
Nope.
We're actually, my goal is to be unhireable in the cycling industry.
Speaking of, how is your one cycling industry employment matter going?
Oh, which one was that?
You ready?
No, not working on it. It got canceled.
Damn.
Yeah, I was going to work on a Yeti cycling commercial, but it's been postponed due to weather, because snow.
It has snowed.
Yeah.
It has snowed, and the Yeti Cycles lunch ride is not as easy to do.
We're going all out on this one.
Yeah. We didn't mention that we're drinking local whiskey tonight.
It's very good.
It's very good.
It's actually like easy going.
Ironton Distillery, right here in Denver. Rocky
Town.
Mountain water, distilled at a mile high, 4 grains. It's delicious.
4 grains?
Keeping it local. 4 grains.
I will say it does have like a nice malty,
Yeah.
smooth vibe.
Yeah, a 4 grain will do that for you.
Link in the description.
To Ironton.
You can't actually buy that. You have to just
No,
go
you
buy
just have
it
to
locally.
go look for it. I'm curious about their name, Ironton, because iron and there's nothing in Denver
Ironton.
that's about iron. Denver's not an iron town.
I think Pueblo is.
Is Pueblo an iron town?
Maybe.
It is the land of the
Pittsburgh?
people.
Steelers?
Pittsburgh starts to sound more iron town. Anything that direction-ish.
Now we've just gone off the rails.
It's
Okay.
typical.
It's tough to buy.
If people have stuck with this show this long, it's usually a game of what happens when we get off the rails at about 45, 50 minutes in.
Let's see. Okay, so I think the biggest takeaway is if you don't know what to get your cycling friend, just buy him a Cheesecake Factory gift card. They'll
Buy
love
a
ya.
gift card to a local bike shop.
Buy. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
fine.
that's like pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like, that's it.
That's pretty good.
That's like, it's so easy.
But you know what's even better?
What?
A
Better.
Cheesecake Factory gift card. Link in the description.
Yes.
I barely put the description in as it is, so there's no links in the description.
No.
But, you know, I do have to mention Applebee's gift card because there is a link in the description for that. Go get yourself a sampler.
Okay.
But in all
Getting
seriousness,
back on track, being real about gifts for cyclists. If there's one company that we could trust to provide us with a really good direction
yeah,
on what to buy the cyclist in our life, who would it be?
it would be like an all-American cycling brand.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, something that's been there, like, really antitheticized.
Yeah, since like 1973.
Yeah, and taken people to the highest heights of competitive cycling.
Yeah.
And
That company, what would that did any companies come to mind?
there's one.
Do tell.
It's Trek.
Trek Bicycles.
Trek Bikes.
Well, just so happens, I took a little peek.
Yeah?
See,
A peek
and
see?
Trek in in their wisdom and their foresight, they also put together a list of what we should be buying the cyclist in our life, and top of their list is a very simple, very reasonable,
Just a...
very run-of-the-mill.
So you go to trekbikes.com. This comes up first thing.
Well, trekbike.com/us/en/us/best gift for road cyclists.
/ Okay, here it is, folks. This is Trek Bikes. This is the
What
first
should
thing
you buy the
see.
cyclist in your life? There's no question. Oh, how about a little $10,000 road bike?
Yeah. Something made out of
You know, I was wondering,
plastic.
what should I buy you? Like, so I got Don's name in the gift exchange at the office, and he rides his bike to work. What should I buy him? Well, Trek has you sorted. Trek
Right there.
has you sorted right there. Just scrolling down here, the Domani SLR7, which was, I repeat, was $9,999.99, can now be acquired for a slim $7,499.97.
You know what gets me stoked?
I would
80
love to know.
millimeter rims. 80 millimeter aero rims.
Yeah, that's a Stoke Factor Supreme right there.
Because you know
60 millimeter, meh, flaccid.
No.
80?
you're a real champion now.
Yes.
You can go out and win. Okay, here's the thing about aero components is unless you're averaging over 18 miles an hour on your ride, which is pretty quick, your average
Moderately
speed
quick, yep.
over 18,
Yeah.
nothing aero matters. It doesn't. You could be a freaking brick, dude.
But
You
if you're
gotta get
if you're
over.
spending $10,000, you're getting what is available to be gotten.
You're getting
So shut your mouth.
these aero rims, dude, these deep dish
Yeah,
rims. Now
yeah.
you have to buy 80 millimeter valved tubes.
They're
and you have to use-
tubeless. You get the valves and you're done.
But then you have to use
Come
your
on,
electric
get with
pump,
the time.
dude.
Yeah, then you do have to have your electric pump. But I think the electric pump will fit in the down tube. What's bummer about this bike is you can't get the stainless steel water bottles that we showed earlier because you have to have their special
proprietary.
aerodynamic ones to go in their special shaped cage so you can maximize the benefits. So if you do buy someone the Trek blah blah, well, I don't know what this bike is. Emonda.
How
What
many
is this?
batteries does this bike
Domani. I
have?
don't know.
Is it just two?
1, 2. Well, 2 rechargeables and 2 non.
Oh, okay. All right, just 2 batteries for your bicycle.
That have to be recharged, and then the 2 coin cells have to be replaced. About
Oh,
once a
okay.
year.
Little 2032 action.
Correct.
Yeah.
Trek says buy a bike or a radar that says cars are behind you because nothing says I love you like, hey, you're gonna die.
Dude, so yeah, Trek says buy a $10,000 bike. That's what the cyclist in your life needs.
That's what Trek says. Etsy says buy buy tchotchkes, buy socks with bikes on them, buy somebody who has like a set of those Vera Allen wrenches in their toolbox. You can buy them a little sign from Etsy with their name on it that says so-and-so's bicycle shop. That's cute.
Ooh, that is cute.
You should buy that for someone. Etsy has no shortage of just silly bike-oriented things. If it's not on Strava, it never happened. T-shirts.
It's not. Yeah, that is true.
A T-shirt with a crank arm that says "cranky."
Ooh.
I'm cranky.
Now we're getting into the.
Cranky before I've had my coffee. Like, don't buy clothing anyway.
Wait a second. When are we coming out with our line of shirts? You had some ideas for shirts?
Yeah, such good ideas. They're,
Apex? Something about Apex? What was it?
well, Slaypex exists.
Slaypex. Okay.
That's
what
a
it
real
was.
shirt.
Yeah.
Well,
On the
there
internet.
has not been a real shirt. There could be.
If you buy right now.
All
All I'm saying
designed
is
it.
maybe
Yeah.
we should get into the industry of making these Christmas time shirts that say things like cranky or old guy or some
Yeah.
type of, like I invented social distancing years ago, or coasters with made out of bike chains.
But we make so much money off the show. Like, why do we? I feel like that's just getting greedy. At that
It's
point.
never enough, okay? It's never enough. I need more money to purchase Cheesecake Factory gift cards,
Sorry,
okay?
this is what. Sorry to bring you in on our dirty laundry of the behind the curtains of our show here. Nick is never satisfied.
Never.
Always wants more. Always needs more. Do more. Make more. More.
Driven by money and power.
I'm more satisfied. So sorry about that.
Wait till I get into politics. That's next.
I am waiting. We could go on. Here's the thing. Maybe if you know a cyclist, you're trying to find something to buy them. Maybe know more about them and buy something else. Here I am saying don't put money into the bike industry. The problem is it's easy to just like, you can go to Amazon, you can go to Etsy, you can go to so many of these places and just end up just buying just random drivel that somebody doesn't like, doesn't suit them, isn't what they would normally use, and they're like, oh, yay, great, cool, thanks.
Well, it's also a lot of people come in with this kind of like random crap and like flood the market, and it doesn't go to actual like bike shops or maybe bike brands. It goes to like somebody in like a random company in China that's just pumping out shit. Doesn't support the local bike shop. So yeah, like a lot of the random tchotchke shirts, cups, stuff like that, doesn't do shit for anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Anybody in the local cycling industry.
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so like what should people buy cyclists?
What should they buy?
What
I think
should
I'm
they
going to
buy?
stick with gift card to a bike shop. That's great. You can't go wrong.
I'm gonna stick with Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake, yeah, because they gotta refuel.
Dude, cheesecake is very dense. If you're a triathlete, I would recommend try.
Hold on. Did you not know you can buy other items at the Cheesecake Factory?
No. You just
There's
go
other
cheesecake.
Did you know they have other food? In fact, they have so much other food. Their menu is roughly that thick.
Listen,
Have you
dude,
ever been, buddy?
If you're in the middle of a century or like whatever endurance, like you start chowing down on 1,000 calories of cheesecake, you're gonna win, dude.
Dude, if you've carried a cheesecake with you through 65 miles of a century in the middle of summer, you start mowing on that thing, you are going to be experiencing which direction that comes out by the time you get to the finish line.
I have a team. They throw me little cheesecake cups,
So gross.
sidelines. And
You know what?
just go,
Whoa. It's interesting. As someone with a dairy problem, the idea of like dairy items being given to me in exercise is the most revolting, repulsive, just disgusting idea ever.
it.
I know it's
Love it.
It's visible. Like I know vomit is happening. Like
Yeah.
not happening.
Well.
So don't buy things for your cyclist friend that you know is going to make them vomit.
Yeah.
Trucker Jason gets taller serious? What? I'm not even watching.
Yeah, that is true. His hair goes up. Talk to his stylist.
Start going. Because what happens when I think too hard, which is what I have to do.
You're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. We got pretty good advertising. This is very clear on here. You can see Ironton Bourbon Whiskey on it.
Ooh,
We need to tag them.
Yeah, we.
Ironton Bourbon Whiskey, you've been tagged in our show. You've kept us going strong tonight.
Keeping us strong. There we go. So,
There we go.
actually, the only thing I can think of that I've purchased for myself this past year that I've enjoyed was I got a Garmin watch.
Oh, I've heard about the Garmin watch so much.
That's actually like not a bad, if somebody doesn't have one or they don't have a preference, might not be a bad gift.
How do you know if someone does CrossFit or if they have a Garmin watch?
You look at their wrist.
They've told you
Yeah.
over and over
Oh,
about all their stats. Oh, let me tell you about my sleep.
how many? I ran 7 miles already this week, and it's
great.
Tuesday. I'm ready to party, dude.
You are. I am actually very happy for what you've been able to accomplish with your Garmin watch. Makes me happy for you.
For some reason,
It makes me less inclined to think about your grundle.
dude, Grundle Wax. Dude, our next product that we're gonna launch and heavily promote during the holidays, Grundle Wax, is gonna be coming out.
Yeah.
Which will pair with your Garmin watch and tell you when your grundle is low on wax. It's the perfect gift for every cyclist. They're like, oh, you're down to 2 millimeters of grundle wax. You need to get at least 8
get a reapplication going
on your calluses.
It'll send a notification to our application team, who will come out and meet you for a fresh application of grundle wax wherever you might be.
Wherever.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking was we're getting into winter.
We are getting into winter.
We're getting into winter.
Despite the fact that it was almost 70 in Denver today. But.
Almost. The new trend in cycling is e-bikes. What about
Shocking.
What about e-bike battery cozies? Knitted e-bike battery cozies.
We need to make.
It's
Someone should
artisan?
Make these. I'm gonna go on to Etsy and have someone.
Okay, hold on.
Just put in a request.
Now we're just freestyling a little bit, guys. But bear with me. One,
I'll always bear
they're
with
made
you.
they're made out of fire retardant materials,
Like
things that don't go boom or fire.
hemp.
They're made out of hemp, 100% hemp byproduct.
Hemp bamboo.
Hemp bamboo. What's in like
fusion?
Dude, you know when things are marketed bamboo, it's just rayon. That's the deal.
Yeah, because there's some like weird way they can get around it.
They can call it bamboo, but it's like super refined rayon.
Yeah.
That has a little bit of bamboo in it.
Bamboo, but it's still mostly dinosaur bones.
Yeah, it's just oil. Big oil. But when we make that rayon into e-bike battery cozies that are quaint and fire resistant, I think we got a product that, the market's
The
gonna
batteries
really
need
enjoy.
to be kept cozy.
Yeah, because you go out into the cold and that battery's like, I can't discharge.
I don't like this. It's true.
My electrons don't want to discharge.
There's always a difficulty discharging when it's cold.
Yeah. And so, that's going to be for 2025. E-bike battery cozies are going hard.
Sorry.
Zombies don't like bikes. I don't get it.
Uh,
Enlighten me.
no, Curtis, you can't say retard because you said fire retardant.
I said retardant.
And I'm not laughing.
I used the word properly.
You did. You were correct. Curtis is the one who's.
He's Curtis Cole.
Curtis Cole.
I went into Wheat Ridge Cyclery today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do there?
I walked in and saw $12,000 bikes.
Yeah, that's what they cost.
First thing.
That's what they cost. What's
Yeah,
wrong?
this is what it is, dude. Just mortgage. Get a mortgage for your freaking bike.
Right.
Dude, like what, 5% interest rate on your bike mortgage?
Yeah. It's a good
Done.
deal. Might as well.
They had a lot of stuff. So much
Yeah,
stuff.
they're a big store.
It's a huge store.
Yeah.
It's insane. But, yeah, I went by some bike shops today. I was like, yeah, I'll go by a bike shop.
Should have called me. I'd have said no. I can't come. I was hanging out with my daughter who had her tooth pulled,
And is vomiting.
and I debated whether or not she should go back to school.
You're like,
You can't. I had to ask the dentist, like, she probably shouldn't go back to school, right? They're like,
Right.
no, she shouldn't go back to school. And I'm like, shit. Now I feel like a bad parent just for asking.
So, guys, we're getting to the end of the show, and I think the moral of the story is don't buy bike stuff off of random lists on the internet. I think that's the moral of the story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you approach your gift buying, first of all, from a point of view which says, I'm not going to research the internet for this, you're in a good place.
Now, if you do want an Aero backpack, so you go faster,
Well,
That's-
we established that that's a no-brainer.
yeah, like
Always buy Aero gains.
that only works for 32 to 48-year-olds that make over 100,000 a year.
B-A-G.
Yeah.
A-bag. Always buy Aero gains. That's a t-shirt.
Always
A-bag.
buy Aero games.
Always buy Aero gains.
You can do that. But when Forbes puts a list out, probably shouldn't list it.
Don't listen to Forbes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have $30,000 sitting around, I would take the motorcycle.
yeah. You
I
know?
would turn it around and sell it for $10,000.
Those are gains.
And that would go into my retirement.
And we're going to end on Jason's retirement.
Which means I'm going to keep paying. It's pay for my kids' college.
Social Security. It's going to be there for you, buddy.
Oh, not so much. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This was fun.
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks, we're going to talk about what you can do for your local bike shop or your local bike economy
What can
in
you
this
do?
holiday season. So tonight we were a little shit. We kind of were doing a little bit of the shouting on things, but that's kind of what we do. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
We also feel like that's a little bit of our job, is to take some of the stuff that is just
Blatant.
plastered online in front of you and to come to this side of it and say, hey, maybe the fuck not.
Yeah, like, what is this shit?
Yeah. But in a couple of weeks, so the week before Christmas,
Yeah.
in a couple of weeks, we're going to talk about what can you do. We're going to get positive. We're going to get positive as it can be.
Also, if you haven't checked out, we did a full edited episode
Oh, yeah.
about
watch that.
Velo Swap. That's on the channel. You can check that out.
You should totally check that out. That's
where
the
we
best,
try-
what is it, like 11 minutes long or something like that?
Yeah, it's just us going around a bike
Yeah.
bike swap meet.
10 minutes, 44 seconds long.
Yeah,
Go
we
watch
just
that.
Go around. We
Put
try to
put
trade
some
up.
comments on it.
Trade up.
We love it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and that's gonna do it for
That's going to do it.
tonight's
We're
show.
Talkless. Thanks for hanging out. We're glad you were here. I had fun.
Stay safe out there. Wear a helmet. Wax your grundle.
Wear your Arrow backpack, please. Yes, and if your grundle is not currently waxed,
Yeah,
let us know.
yeah. Dry grundle can really corrode your pistons.
Are you a victim of dry grundle?
Fade to black.